We have got some fairy tale spoilers for you, ladies and gentlemen, and I am goddamn excited because finally we get to see some stuff that we want to see, and that is some important shit after the emotional stuff that we had with 488, and we're going to be getting right into it. You know what the rules are. I don't want to be spoiled. Goodbye, sayonara, woo, like that. So we're going to be going into 3, 2, 1. First one we get to see is the cover page with Eileen and having the 1-for-1 universe 489. Now that's fucking screaming countdown right there. So I feel like with especially now that Eileen's kind of doing that with the whole countdown thing, I'd like to say that there's there is going to be a 0, or unfortunately as of the information right now that with only the few pages that we have got kind of shown off to us, it doesn't say anything about what the next chapter 490 is going to be called, but I'm pretty much saying that we are going to be having a 490 with a 0 mark on it. That there's going to be something on there, since the countdown's been going down to something. So if it's either going to be this one or this next one that is going to be happening. So either way, it's going to be something exciting going to be happening in this chapter or this one, which we're going to go straight into what's going to be happening in this one, because with the Eileen stuff, I'm going to say, I mean, after that badass stuff, she said to Acnologia saying, when it comes to men, I aim to please and all that, it's okay, she clearly has a game plan. I hope she has something in mind, because I don't want Eileen just getting completely fucking socks rocked off on that, but it's I want her to at least do some fucking damage, at least, if she's gonna go and fight Acnologia. So we go to the next page, which is kind of really the same thing that we kind of had last week. At the end is we get to see that August transforming into that fearsome form, and everyone is Lucy and Natsu, Mess, and they're happy. They're all freaking out after seeing this transformation. It's well, Mess, you done fucked up, and everyone agrees. You don't deserve to be in Fairy Tail anymore, because you just cost everyone right there. And just right there we can see clearly in the next page is that this is what happens when you piss him off, because he just sends a giant amount of fucking energy blast right into Natsu, right into Happy, and it's well then, get ready, because yeah, you just now fucked them up a bit that with that damage, and I don't fucking Mess teleport them out of there. It's just say, oh, at least I have something to redeem myself for, and it's no, fuck you, Mess. I don't give a shit if you teleport them into a different fucking galaxy. You ain't together for that shit. And I like to point out, this blast is so fucking big that Fairy Tail can see it from the other side of, the mountain. I'm what the fuck? I'm sure, Zareth is just there, with his troops just warming at, having some s'mores in the fires, going, no, someone's pissed August off, that. It's just, just looking in the sky, that. It's well, my nuclear bomb's going off. That, in though, we've got the marshmallows here, alright, we got a boss, that. It's this is still I'm fucking picturing right now. So, yeah, you done fucked up. However, though, the thing that's the most interesting, and it's continuing the whole thing with Kana trying to destroy Mavis and the crystal, we can clearly see that she's trying to do the fairy glitter, so that obviously is going to be something that's going to be involving a lot with, Kana, which is kind of an interesting thing. Everyone else seems like they're just kind of, dicking around, or just oh, what's going on, that, and then you got Kana there in the basement trying to fucking destroy Mavis out of their own command, and it's okay, there's some stuff in the and honestly, I think the only way, with that blast, especially, everyone's gonna get caught up, because people are gonna say, oh, well, he's gonna get, fucking wrecked. It's I'm imagining that Mess is probably gonna try and either A, drag them out of that magic, or, Natsu's gonna probably try and block that shit or something, because, may I remind you, he has blocks that had taken fucking severe damage from Memento Mori before, even though Gray took most of the hit for that stuff and all that to demonize, but it's they still took fucking hits like that before, just pure raw energy blast that. So it's I really do want to see what August can really do, and exactly his true powers and all that. Although even still, it's it's strange enough that we haven't seen one single panel yet of Brandish at all in this. So I'm very curious to see what exactly how she could I want her to fucking stab Mist. I genuinely do. I want her to go I want her to fucking shank the fucker. That's what you deserve. Because, it's like I said last time, you've not only killed the trust of August, as clearly seen by getting the explosives in your face, you've killed the trust of Brandish as well. Do you really think Brandish is gonna fucking trust you after this? No! No one's gonna fucking trust you after that. It's it just goes to show, it's that's probably gonna, convince her to go back, if, August gets taken down, or if they have to do that. It's I thought that Fairy Tail was wrong and all that, they did that. It's I feel like either way, it's like, no, like, even if August gets taken down, like, by, like, fucking, like, crazy means, I'd imagine, like, you got all of that, that still isn't going to convince, like, Brandish, I feel. It's like, no, you guys fucking, you made me kill my grandpa. Like, fuck you. It's like, you need to go and do that shit and all that. So, honestly, like, yeah, that's pretty much the majority of the spoilers. Not too much to go on. I know this one's kind of a little bit shorter than the other ones, but there's, like, there's so much that you can say apart from, like, August is pissed. August releases magic spell, going, like that, and everyone going, like, look at that fucking spell over there, mate. Like, it's fucking going off. Like that, and just, honestly, there are some small details, obviously, like the front cover, and then also as well, talking about the whole Kana stuff as well, but not too much compared to, like, well, I guess it's like, we've been greedy recently, because, like, 488, we had so much, and then I was just there in tears going, oh, God, like that, I could, like, so cry, like, you know, obviously, like, the manly man that I am, yeah. So, it's like, alright, we've got quite a bit on there to talk about, but in regards to what, it's like, you know, I'm excited. I will say, if anything out of the spoilers and all that, my favourite one is the Eileen one. Like, I love Eileen. Like, she's such a badass bitch. She reminds me so much of Eno from, like, fucking, like Guilty Gear, because she's such a badass bitch like that. All she just needs is the guitar and do Megalomania from, like, Guilty Gear. That's all you need to do. That's, like, I know, like, probably, like, maybe, like, 10% of you might even get a fucking reference, but fuck it. Fairy Tail, regardless of what, spoilers, I'm excited for. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, but that's all from me. Thank you much for watching. As always, you love Fairy Tail as much as I do. You know, and hit that like, you know, and subscribe. That's all from me. I'll see you guys, though, next time.